It's finally time to restyle the last of my Odile Army. If you've been around for a while, you know I'm obsessed with the Odile face mold. And this is officially the last easy to come by Odile on the market that I need to add to my collection. This is the Juan Gabriel Barbie. This one was also designed by guess who? One of my favorites, Angel Kent. I did pick this up on sale on Amazon. I believe I only paid $35 for her, and I thought that was quite a bargain. So I was really lucky, honestly, to get her for such a good price. The back of the box looks as so. It has a picture of Juan Gabriel here in a very fantastic outfit. I mean, he looks absolutely amazing. I feel like he suits the Barbie aesthetic, maybe not modern Barbie, but traditionally Barbie, because look at him. He's decked out in glamour. He's got a fantastic suit. It's glittering for the gods. It's a little bit campy. It's a little bit loud. And I just feel like what a great guy to choose to make a doll for. And there's a little blurb about him here. The first one is in Spanish, which makes sense since he is a Latin singer. But I'll read it to you in English because my Spanish is 7th grade level. Barbie honors Latin music treasure Juan Gabriel, a prolific composer, singer, and songwriter, recognized as one of the most influential Latino artist, born Alberto Aguilera Valdez in, I'll butcher it, Paracuaro, Michoacan, Mexico. Born in Mexico, everyone. At 13 years old, he wrote and composed his first song. At 21, Alberto recorded his first hit, No Tengo Dinero, I Have No Money, same girl, using his stage name, Juan Gabriel. As a homage to this beloved singer, his charismatic style, Barbie doll wears a dazzling bolero jacket inspired by the colorful mariachi outfits often worn on stage by Juan Gabriel, or Juanga, as he is affectionately known by his adoring fans. From humble beginnings to musical stardom, Juan Gabriel's legendary career spanned nearly 4 decades. He broke through cultural barriers and created a legacy of music, a lasting tribute for his love for his country. That's nice. We get a little background on him. Humble beginnings, no tango dinero, very relatable. So he's an absolutely stunning queen. Here's what the doll is dressed in. Now, I feel like when you look at him here and you look at her here, it's not like it's a bad outfit, but I feel like we could have done more. Do you know what I mean? Maybe some color? Because he's got like flowers and sparkles, and she's just in black. And I just think that maybe more would have suited her, but that's fine, no worries if not, because we're changing her out of this outfit anyway. No further ado, she's been sitting back there since Christmas time. I'm gonna get her out of this box and we're gonna take a look. We've got everybody's favorite waste of paper, a crumpled COA, literally just piling up on this table in front of me. Something went flying. We've got a saddle stand stick and a base. This one is a little bit heftier than Astronaut Barbie, so I suppose that's nice. How does this go in? Can't figure it out. I think like this or like this. Like this? No, like this. Yes. There we go. Packaging on the back looks like this. Now we can see our beautiful girl a little bit better. Look at that beautiful face. Oh my goodness gracious me. I just cannot get enough of this girl. And this was exciting to me because she had brown hair, and traditionally Odile tends to be blonde, even though we've seen like a purple hair and pink variety. But I'm happy to have a brunette in my collection. This looks like AI designed to me, which is lame as. And this background looks heavily photoshopped, but you know, I shan't be keeping this, but if you do want to keep it and take your doll out, it's very easy to like keep in nice condition. So that's nice to know. Naturally, 3 T-ties in the back of the head because we can't just, you know, not do that, or maybe just put 1 in. I don't know. I don't think you need 3. I think 3 is excessive. No worries though. She's strapped in here by the recent Mattel styled packaging, which I prefer to other doll packaging, if I'm being honest. I suppose that's one thing Mattel is doing right. Unfortunately, since this doll was created, we've had a lot of Mattel drama, including the layoff of Bill Greening, which is so upsetting to me. Really, really upset about that. We'll see what happens there. I feel like that could have been a catastrophic mistake. This body's kind of cute. Doesn't this look wider in the hips than other model muse bodies? Am I crazy? And her hands are pretty. Is this a model muse or a music muse? Does she look like... My confused ass, I'm just looking around. Let me go get a model muse body and compare the hips. Yeah, so look at the hip shape on these dolls, the comparison of the hip shape. Hers are much wider, and I really like the way that looks. I was considering putting this doll onto this Made to Move body, and the consideration was it's not a perfect match. I think it's the pink top yoga doll. I found her at a thrift store for $3.49, so I thought, why not pick her up? So she's an older version of the Made to Move body, which did have a darker skin tone than the one that we presently have on the market. I was considering switching her, but I love this hip shape. I don't know if the pants I made are even gonna fit. I guess there's a lot of considerations that we need to make, and we'll do all of that during the restyle portion, but let's take a look at the doll. Let's start at the top of the head. Beautiful, beautiful dark brown saran hair. It is up in a high po, and it's got this curly style to it. It's not my favorite hairstyle, if I'm being honest, and I want to take this hair down and see how straight I can get it. It's got this cute little excessively gelled curly Q, which I think is precious. I wouldn't mind if that stayed like a little wavy and we could keep it in front of her face. Does she have a part line? She sure does. As you can see there, it does have, as you can see also, look at the colors in it. That gives beautiful dimension to her. I love it. Gorgeous. I'm so happy to have a brown-haired Odile. So coming on down to her beautiful face, the screening has done a beautiful job giving her like a very Latina vibe, and I love that for Odile. This just proves to us she's a versatile face mold in addition to being beautiful. Love to see it. But her eyebrows are beautiful and dark, archy. There's a couple of little painted hairs on the front of those, but I think they look really nice, and I love how filled in they are. I feel like it really adds to her aesthetic in a very positive way. Her eyes here are beautiful because guess what? They're brown. I do have a brown-eyed Odile. The purple-haired one that looks kind of Asian has brown eyes, but I love to see brown eyes on this girl because I love brown eyes on dolls. And her makeup, very neutral but very effective. She just has some brown eyeshadow that's blended up. She's got a lot of mascara, which I think looks really pretty. Her eyelashes are really, really long. She's got a little bit of a wing going on there. The brown eyeshadow carries under the eye and blends out beautifully, and then she's got some really thick black lashes under there too, which I love. She has little rosy cheeks, which are so cute. And then a beautiful neutral lip, which is my favorite lip, honestly. I just love a neutral lip. Also on the head, amazing earrings. Look at them. Look at them. They're gold. They're very, very sculptural, and I love that. They've got little hanging dots, little circles. Just a terrible description. Do you understand what I mean? Those are so pretty. I love them. On her neck here, she has a cute little choker, which is also gold. It's got that metallic finish, which we love to see, really elevate. And then it's got a big black gem in the middle. I don't know, maybe it's not gem. Maybe it's like plastic or glass or something. I don't know, but I like it. Let's look at her outfit. This is beautiful, but I don't see it for her. But I'm excited to use it for some of my Barbie basics because I want to dress them all in black. And I might also dress all my Barbie looks in black and display them all together for a while, all in black, which I think would be so fun. So her jacket. It's made out of this fantastic brocade fabric, okay? Perfect scale, which is what I love about pre-made doll clothes, right? You can always get the pattern you want in the right scale, which is what I struggle with when I sew, is finding the scales that I want and the patterns that I want. This is fantastic. The pattern is golden, it's floral, it's so pretty, and then it's got a beautiful golden trim on it. Look at that trim, sewn on, stunning. I love it. It's a little bolero, it's cropped. I love a cropped moment, okay? Underneath, she has this fantastic black jumpsuit, okay? This looks so good on her body because she's got these hips. What are these hips? They're not her hips. I looked it up and it said it was a model muse. Do they make a model muse with wider hips? I don't know. This jacket is sewn to this, so I'm gonna release it so we can take a better look. Where did the scissors go? Stitches are small and I am old and blind. It's so sad, you guys. I used to be able to see up close. I also used to be able to see pretty well in the dark, which worked well for my job because I'm always in the dark. But recently, those two things are right out the window. All right, I'm having a really hard time getting the second little stitching out, but I got the first one out, and I don't know if you can even see it on camera. It left a tiny little mark. But the little mark that the stitches left, that they sewed, you know, instead of using T-ties, is significantly less offensive to me than when they stick a giant T-tie through the outfit. So I'm just saying, maybe our collector dolls should always have their pieces sewn how they want them in the box, so it doesn't leave us with ugly holes in our clothes. I'm just saying. The inside of the jacket, by the way, is lined in gold lame. To get this jacket off, I need to remove this cute little microphone that she's holding. I'm gonna cut it off because it's elastic banded to her hand. And that is also held on to her hand by this cute little ring. That ring was really hard to get out, by the way, so that's nice that it's really secure in the hand. Taking that away from her. Let's get this little jacket off so we can check out her sexy jumpsuit. This bent arm is always hard to dress, which, you know, that's like the negative points about this body, but I just love the hips. Oh, we'll see. We have an option. Just gonna cut this elastic off that's holding this necklace in place. Gorgeous. And now we can take a look at this absolutely stunning jumpsuit, okay? It is absolutely stunning on this body. I love it so much. Angel Kent knows how to dress them over, all right? So look, it's got golden trim all over it. It goes down the sides. It looks so good. It is skin tight, hugging those curves. Oh, it looks so good. And it is made out of a stretchy, sort of spandexy black material, but the material has some sheen to it. It's embedded into the fabric, which is why it looks so dimensional. I love the way that looks. It's absolutely stunning. I just put that ring back in just so I don't lose it. Here's what the back of it looks like. I don't know if I spun her around. It is held together with just a little bit of Velcro, but it is black so you can't see it, which is nice. Nice details. Let's look at these shoes. They are open-toed, high heels. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I guess there kind of is, in my opinion, because I wish that the gold on the shoes sort of matched better with the trim on the outfit. But they're a nice shoe. You can always change the color. It's okay. It's nice. I love this doll. I actually love her more than I thought I would. Like, I'm very impressed with her. I love the way that she looks. I love that we get an Odile with sort of a Latina girl screening. I think it's very, very beautiful. And what I'm gonna do now is see. I'm gonna see if the pants fit on this body that I made. If the pants fit in this body, I'm gonna leave her on this body because I love the hips. If they do not fit in this body, we'll switch her over to the Made to Move body. But either way, we'll be doing her hair and giving her a stunning restyle. Look. This is a Music Muse body, right? Because she has the wide hips. Love. All right, I'm looking at the pants right now. Not only do they fit, but they look better on this body than they do on a regular one. So we'll be keeping her on this for aesthetic purposes. You'll see the pants at the end, so stay tuned for that. Let's go get started with her hair. And hello and welcome to this angle. We're gonna start out this transformation today by working on her hair. She's got a lot of little bits holding this hair in place, so I'm just gonna remove those. And would you look at that precious little curly Q, definitely going to be keeping that, too cute to get rid of. Now I'm just going to remove this hair elastic from her tangled hair, and of course it gets stuck in the hair because they do every time. And with just a little more struggling, I do manage to free that. This is honestly what it's like with my own hair, so I'm used to it. I want to start by setting this part in place, so I use that same rubber band I pulled out of her hair to hold the hair down. I get my little cup, pour some boiling water in, and then I dunk her head in there, just the top. I give it a minute or so to settle in place, and then I remove the rubber band and go to work on the rest of her hair. This time I'm just going to pour the boiling water just all over the hair. I want to flatten it out as much as possible. I want it to look sleek and tidy and neat and clean. Checking in between to see if the results are what I'm looking for. And I guess not, because I go back for another boil rinse. Ah yes, here we are, moving in the right direction, starting to look much neater, much tidier, much cleaner. What is that? Oh, the T-tie. A T-tie in the hair. Of course there is. My nemesis, the T-tie. But I'm going to go in for a third boil rinse, just trying to smooth that hair out even more. You can see it, you can watch it flatten itself out. Very satisfying. I like that. I like seeing that. That's very nice to me. Third time's a charm, and now it's time to condition. I just put a little glob of that conditioner in my hands, and then I work it through the doll's hair. I start with my hands, just massaging it on through. You know, I don't even condition my own hair. I've conditioned more doll hair recently than I've probably conditioned my hair in my entire life. And that's why I have so many bottles of fancy conditioner I've just passed on to the dolls. I really want to make sure I get the curly Q. It's so cute. I just love that so much. And then I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to brush that on through, just making sure every strand gets coated. I spend a lot of time on curly Q placement, using my fingers to twist that back into place. And once the curly Q is exactly how I like it, I rinse the conditioner out of her hair and set her aside to dry. And here's Miss Odile, freshly dried. I added a little rubber band to serve as a headband for her, of course with her curly Q hanging down the front. And I had intended to use this fashion pack from the early 2000s for her, but unfortunately the pants disintegrated over time. There's a piece of them left on the packaging, so I did have to make her a new pair of pants, and I used the original pants as a pattern. And I stole this little Barbie tag from them and sewed them into my pants, even though that's a lie. Now it's time to get Miss Thing dressed. Stunning! First of all, I knew she would look so cute in this outfit, like specifically the top. I saw it in my mind for her. And the original pants would have been better just because they had a shiny finish. And I think they sort of exemplified the 2000s era really, really well. But I really like the pants I made also, and I think they fit her so well. They really do fit her better than the standard body I had patterned them for. So here's a look at her close up. I really think this restyle is perfect for this girl, and I'm really happy with the way she turned out. I'm also really happy I was able to make a pair of pants for her because I haven't sewn Barbie clothes in a really long time, and it's nice to go back to my roots in sewing for Barbie because that's where I began my adult Barbie collecting journey. Here they are, everyone, the whole Odile Army. I hope to be adding more Odiles to the army, but for now, the army is pretty much complete, as I have added the last soldier that is easily accessible to the group. And it was super fun restyling some of them and giving them their own unique flair. So I hope you enjoyed this transformation today, and if you enjoy Barbie restyles and Barbie customization, please subscribe because there'll be lots more of that here on this channel. And I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye!